We might be drunk, we might be drunk. As long as we are hanging out, you know we might be drunk. Raise a glass, let's talk shit. Pet peeves, Rex, and a bit. Maybe drunk, we might be drunk, yeah.
Welcome to We Might Be Drunk. We're back, baby. I'll tell you.
Hey, good to be back. Lot to talk about. Sun is shining. It's 8 million degrees in Manhattan. Good to see you, Fetty.
Good to see you. Sally.
Oh, yeah.
Barju.
Yes. Good to have you back. We missed you for a week, but what are you making for us, Sloppy Jalopy?
Today we're making Corpse Survivors number 2. And it's like a hangover drink. It's a Corpse Survivor. It's like way, way old from the 1870s. It was revived in the 1930s at the Savoy Hotel in London. And the guy who wrote it down in the 1930s said, it's all booze, but you can't taste it.
Wow.
So it's a great, and it'll make you feel nice and chipper. But he said if you have 4 of these back to back, it will unrevive your corpse. So be careful.
It'll kill you. It's funny because back then they didn't have Coca-Cola, they didn't have Welch's and Mountain Dew and all that. They had to just make shit out of like mushed grapes, and they didn't have Fanta. You know what I mean?
I like that that's your first thought of the 1800s. They didn't have Fanta. They also didn't have like real doctors.
That's true, too.
That's worse.
Yeah, that's true. That is worse. But I'm just saying, like, to be a mixologist back then, you had to really use the basics.
For sure. But that's probably why those are the classics. Like, the old drinks are the best for a reason because you needed them.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Isn't it weird back in the day, like, they said kids would drink because water was unhealthy because it could be pond water or have shit in it or whatever. But so they would all drink beer as like a drink.
It's hilarious. You see a 3-year-old, you're like, put that water down.
Yeah,
have a beer like a man.
Right. It's got to be safe. Have a cocktail.
Yeah, I remember that. I think some of that was from the Prohibition doc too. I think the Ken Burns. Where were you this weekend?
Arlington, Texas.
Oh boy.
Yeah, not bragging. It was rough. I mean,
really?
Well, it's basically like Dallas, Fort Worth, and Arlington's like the taint right in the middle, and there's nothing there except for the Cowboy Stadium. That's the only thing keeping that town on the map. Yeah, I love the Michael J. Fox or the Muhammad Ali.
I was in Royal Oak, Michigan. Great club, Comedy
Great
Castle.
club.
Good time. Got my boy Anthony DeVito with me.
Ooh, that's
Dude,
killer.
Some of those shows were great, and then some you're like, that's a big venue. So
Yeah, it goes back and back,
yeah,
and they drink.
classic club. Got delayed 5 hours on the way back.
God.
5-hour delay. Oh hell, this looks.
Oh man,
Jesus
look at
Christ.
That. Wow.
Enjoy, guys.
This looks like when you've been saving up a nut for like 3 weeks.
Those poor hotel towels, or in your case, your hand.
Cheers.
Wait, Corpse Revival.
Reviver.
Got
Yeah.
it. Ooh, with the little skull. You can't go wrong there. Wow.
Wow, that I could picture tasting this hungover, and this would help so much.
It's like an elixir more than anything. Well, give us the ingredients.
So it's gin, London Dry Gin, Lillet Blanc, which is like a French aperitif, like a sweet wine, kind of like Moscato, Cointreau, and lemon, all 3/4 once again.
I thought there was absinthe in this.
There's an absinthe spritz, like a rinse. So like I have this little perfume bottle, and I just like dab it over. If you want to give it a try, here you go.
What a pro. Got the perfume bottle full of spritz. Give me a spritz. I can't say no to absinthe. Oh, yeah. Put a little queef on top. Wow, that has got an aroma.
What's that? It's like licoricey, right? Almost.
Yeah,
absinthe.
wormwood. That's like the active ingredient.
Wormwood. Good doc. Errol Morris. See
That's
that
right.
one?
And I think a Netflix show.
Yeah. No, it was on Netflix, the doc.
Oh, I thought that was a sitcom.
Not Errol Morris, dude. You know Errol Morris. That guy
Yes.
rules.
I hear
Documentary
that
director.
name.
Is he Thin Blue Line? Or?
Yes.
Oh,
Masterpiece.
Yeah.
They say it's one of the best docs of all time.
I think it is.
Yeah.
It's like almost like one of those Netflix docs before they now they have to do like
Right.
10 episodes to like just keep you on the app. But back then they're like, no, it's a movie.
Yeah.
We're not using fat.
Why is Errol gone? Isn't that weird how some names just go away? Like you never meet a Duncan, you never meet an Errol. There's a few others I can't think of. Well, what's some other names you don't hear anymore?
Gladys,
Yeah, Ethel.
Gertrude.
Yes, they just kind of fizzle off. Like at some point, people are going to go, "Oh, Tiffany." No one's called Tiffany, but Rosemary.
Rosemary's a cool name.
Good name. Good baby.
Good spice too.
Oh, yeah, that's
I'll
right.
tell you.
Rosemary chicken.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, we get delayed 5 hours at Delta, Michigan,
Detroit Airport.
Detroit Airport.
It's a hub.
It's a hub, but
Whatever
it's
that
still.
means.
I know. It's got a decent Sky Club, I guess. We're in the club. 5
You're in the
hours.
club now?
I'm in the club, baby. I'll tell you. I'm in the club.
I'm nervous around you now. I got to shape up. I didn't know you were a club guy.
Now, if you get canceled, you lose club access too. Did I tell you that?
What?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, jeez. I don't want to lose that club.
No, dude, 5 hour delay though. No apology. Then you get on board and they do the whole, we thank you for being a Delta for flying. And like anyone's turned them like, oh, that was very nice.
Yeah,
Thanks
yeah.
for saying that.
I also hate
saved
we're
it.
going to make up for it in the air.
They say that
It's like,
a lot.
do it all the time. Do it all the time. Make, up for it all the
air.
time.
That's a Seinfeld joke.
Is it really?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
So,
Sorry.
welcome to the
Good
80s.
stuff though.
Good to have you. But it's a good point. It's like, why you just, you know what it is? I asked this question to a pilot. It burns more fuel if you go faster. So they don't want to just be burning fuel all day long. Fun fact.
You know, it's also all these announcements now where they have to act like it's like they're loud as hell too.
I know.
It's like they've gotten louder. It's like when you're watching a TV show and all of a sudden the commercials are really loud. And you're like,
Yes!
what the hell is that shit?
I almost put that as my peeve. That's so funny you
Really?
say that. Yeah.
Oh
I
my
hate
god.
That shit.
I
Yeah.
hate that shit. It happens a lot when you're watching. I don't know. Whatever.
Porn.
But, yeah, she's like, suck me, suck me. Blue Chew is brought to you by fuck. Turn it-
Wait, she's saying suck me, suck me?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I was doing a
it's
gag.
Asian.
Anyway, yeah. Shit. I might have revealed too much in that one, Sally. That's
What
good.
is your go-to genre? Can we ask? Or is that
MILF
weird?
usually. I keep it classy.
I like a MILF too.
It's tough, but now they're just our age. It's a bummer. I'm just like, it used to be like, oh, I'm banging my best friend's mom. Now it's just like, I guess this would just be like a chick.
Right,
you
right.
meet.
Good point. Yeah, I like Mom Teaches Daughter.
Oh, mom, yeah.
Love that.
Educational element,
Exactly. Little
generation to
family.
generation.
Yep, incest. All the greats.
It's like a recipe. You're passing it down, but instead of a strudel, it's a suck job. you know?
Yes.
I like it.
Yeah. You know what's weird is you hear about these women taking blowjob classes.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought that was
which-
a myth.
No, that's out there.
That
Give
was an
a
old
go.
school. That was Andy Dick, remember?
That was an old school.
But is that real?
I think it's real.
And they practice on what, a carrot?
Carrot, a cucumber, a zucchini, you name it.
This is online.
Eggplant if it's a black guy. Whatever.
Online blowjob courses. So you can get your degree online.
Online,
I can
jeez.
take that. Wow, that's my Sean Murphy's got a great bit about this. Like, it's so nice of women. Men would never do this. There's no man eating out class. You know, men are like, I'm great. It's such a great point about how women are just nicer.
Well, what do you practice on for your guy? You just like slice open a grapefruit and start licking? What do you do?
Yeah, I guess a taco or a Kleenex box. I don't know. That's a good
Kleenex
question.
box.
Yeah, that's true.
That's tougher. Women have more options. The penis, it's easier to find an external, shape
yeah.
than inward.
I'm learning that women aren't that into the internals. Like, I think I'd go 85% vibrator for women over dildo.
Yeah.
That would be my
a little
we need a-
stimulation.
That's my guess. We need a lady in here, but if I was a betting man.
Well, the problem is we got fooled with all this softcore porn as kids, where it's just the otis just ramming. The women's like, "Oh my god!" and you're like, "That's not what makes
Yes.
you scream like that."
That's true. And then
Yeah.
the first time a girl's like, "Slow down," you're like, "Oh, I never thought about slowing down." You know?
Yeah, I thought of attacking you like a jackhammer. I didn't realize there was finesse involved here.
Exactly. I had a lady once. I used to hook up with this gal who worked at Goldman Sachs.
Yeah. Or Norman sex. I'll tell you, she's
Yeah.
all right. This girl.
Yeah, Goldman Vex. But I was going down on her, and she was like, "You should tease me first." And I was like, "What do you mean? Like, wouldn't you just want the guy to go right to the panic button, the man in the boat?" And she was like, "No, fuck with me a little bit, lick a little over here, a little over there." And I was like, "What are you crazy?" But it blew my mind. But it was a nice note.
Good note. It's also funny that you associate eating pussy with a panic button.
Well, that's the name of the clit. I thought
Oh, really?
that's like a euphemism.
Is it?
Never heard it.
Again, we need a lady in here. Matt, have you heard panic button? Jeez.
I don't think that's a thing.
Man, well, tell that to the chat rooms I was in back in the 90s.
Back when I'm smashing her anxiety button, what I like to do is no.
You've heard Man in the Boat.
Man the boat?
I have, yes.
Okay,
Man the
okay.
boat?
It's in
Oh,
the
is that for the clit?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that makes sense. I've never heard it.
Looks like a boat. It's a guy in there.
Yeah. Interesting.
Or in the words of David Tell, the clit. It wears a hood like a little racist.
That's a good. That's a
Oh,
classic. Yeah, dude.
Sorry, Delta flight.
Oh, it's awful. It's like the,
Yeah.
the amount of announcements. This could be a peeve. The amount of announcements they make now, and they're all like. By the way, shout out to Delta though for still serving alcohol.
Yes.
A lot of
that's right.
airlines, I think American doesn't do it
No.
anymore, but Delta does the announcement where they're like, "Do not bring your own alcohol on board." Who's doing that?
I know. It's so
There's no one.
dated.
There's no one in 10D with a fucking old English. All right,
Right.
like guess what? They take away your booze. Here's the thing: if you buy booze, you got it at the airport. So settle down.
Yeah, good point. Good point. I mean, Carlin did that whole thing about if anyone else packed your bags. He's like, yeah, you don't pack
classic.
my bag. Carrot Top. He's like, this is such stupid. It's like a comic who you're like, none of this. You got VCR jokes. You got OJ jokes. You got to update that shit. No smoking. We all know you can't smoke. Who is smoking on the plane?
I'll tell you though, I was just on the subway. There's a little kid on a scooter and vaping on the train.
No.
He's scooting back and forth on the train, vaping. It's like, first off, scooter and vape. Pick one, dipshit. All right. No one let the combo is overbearing.
Right.
But I see a lot of the cigarette smokes on the train now. People just don't give a fuck.
What?
Yeah.
Just cigarette on the platform?
Well, there's the traffic. I don't know if you've noticed. I mean, I'm sure you have going to the airport every week. The traffic's gotten worse because
Yes.
less people are on the train, but then less people on the train. So people are like, fuck this. I'm doing whatever I want.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
That's fascinating. I never thought about that. I haven't seen the smoking guy.
Oh, I hate that guy.
That's ballsy. Remember, I opened for Bill Burr. We got shit-faced at a Mexican restaurant. First time really hanging out with him. He goes, you want a cigar? Of course, I'm going to say yes. And we just walk to the subway, and I just follow him, and he's smoking. And he's smoking on the train. Like, on the L train, he's smoking.
Late at night is different than
Sure.
just midday. Like this
Yeah.
is 2:00
Yeah, that's
on a
crazy.
crowded train. If there's like no one really on the train, it's different.
Yeah, there was one old hobo and like a Mexican construction guy, but that was it. But no one was like, "This is crazy." We were just that drunk. And then I remember, you ever have one of those moments in comedy where you go, "I got to remember this. I got to like
Yes.
absorb this moment because this is special." Smoking a cigar on the train with Bill Burr.
That is special, man.
Oh yeah,
The best. I had other complaints about the airport too, but I don't know how
Uh-oh.
long this is gonna go.
I could go all day. The airport, the 5 hours thing. Do you ever try to go, okay, what work can I do to like compensate for wasting all
but
this
there's
time?
none because you're just angry the whole time. You're just annoyed and
Mm-hmm.
drank like 6 coffees.
And you always think, I could have slept this whole time.
I know.
I could have been sleeping, but I got up early to get here on time, and then here we go.
Brutal. Yeah, and I think you've complained about this already on the podcast, so correct me if I'm wrong, but they put out the snacks after the flight's been delayed for 5 hours.
Mhm.
Is that cheering up anybody?
Right.
Like, I didn't get to see my kids today, but oh, look, a Nutri-Grain bar. Awesome.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I am hoarding those. I just put in my
I
bag.
take them too, but it doesn't make up for the 5 hours.
No.
You can afford a Nutri-Grain, man.
I know, but I feel like I'm sticking it to Delta, Johnny Delta up there in the castle. I'm like, fuck you. I'm taking these sun chips you cut. Those are mine.
Someone in the castle's watching, like he's hoarding. Get him.
I didn't know you were in the Delta Club because I got to tell you, I've been in the United Club and it stinks.
Really?
It's not a great club.
With the Delta Club.
Delta Club's amazing.
Get in there. You fly there every week. Don't you use Delta every week?
I mix it up, but I'm mostly Delta.
Mix it up. Dude, you gotta stay with for the status.
I know. Well, what do I need to get in that club?
Diamond medallion.
All right. I think
You'll get there.
I'm at gold.
You'll get there.
All right. They
Yeah,
take them away every year, though. They kill you.
I know, but that's why you gotta stick with one airline.
Yeah,
You
you're
fly every
right.
week, you'll get it.
Yeah, you're right. All right.
I'm right.
I like Newark. That's my problem.
Newark is tough.
United, it's a hub. Whatever that means.
Yeah. United, enough airplane talk. No one gives a shit about this but us. I'm sorry for getting this
No
down
one
this
else in
road.
the country is flying. It's just
No.
like comics only.
Yeah, and especially right now. But I will say, I think we're allowed back in other countries, right?
Not Europe, I don't believe right now. I think anywhere in Latin America but Brazil. I could be wrong. We could fact check that.
I don't
I'm
think
sure.
we want to go to Brazil.
Yeah, I think
they
that's
got
not,
fucking polio still in Brazil. They're crazy over there. What is that? EU travel restrictions. What U.S. travelers should know. All right.
we're just gonna look at the headline. That's it.
That's all people
that's it?
read. Anyway, let's be honest. They read the headline. But we got to say, shout out. We had a birthday pass
Oh, thank you,
while
man.
we were away. And Somebody got you something because Lord knows we didn't.
Producer Matt, what the hell, buddy?
Oh, Matt Peters at Gotham
Oh my
Studios.
God, donuts! Look at these. Look at all these donuts. This looks amazing.
Oh my God! What is that? A bear claw
bacon
with
donut.
bacon? Oh!
We were talking about this last week. Oh, you went all the way down to Donut Pub?
Get on the blower, will you? There, sloppy jalopy. I can't hear you. Oh,
you're a sweetheart.
Delivered. What
Look
a
at that.
fat piece of shit. Holy hell. Now, what do you got here? I see bacon. I see one might be a turd. What do you got here?
We all have to have a
Wow.
bite.
We got to have a
All
bite.
four of us. You
Beer
ready?
Jew, Sally, we got to do it.
Can we all have a bite?
You have to take the Baconator because that's
I'll
all
have a
you.
bite, but you all have to try it.
Yes.
Is that okay? Is that COVID friendly? We're all vaxxed,
What
right?
about kosher?
Kosher. I'm not that Jewish.
I'm joking.
I'm Jewish in ways that benefits me. Complaining. That's about it.
That's it. Only Jewish for the good stuff. That's
Let me have a
true.
bite.
All right, please.
Oh yeah.
Oh, baby doll. You earned it. Oh, let's pass it around like a joint.
Yeah, that's pretty damn good. Holy shit.
I gotta eat after
That is
Mark.
crack. Yeah, you got to eat. That's a dangerous bite.
Todd Berry
I'm glad.
said,
Oh my God, that was
do
really
my
good.
podcast. The only reason I haven't had you on my podcast for like 2 years, I'm worried about letting you in my apartment. I'm like, what else do you think I was going to do in your apartment?
What does he mean?
He was like, I don't know. I didn't want you in my apartment. It felt weird. I was like, what? Am I going
Why?
to shake a shit on the laundry?
What does that even mean? So Todd didn't want you in his place?
Yeah, I mean, I did it eventually, but he was like, I don't know. It worried me.
That's weird.
Well, he's a weird guy.
COVID? Is it or rape?
No,
what
this
was
is
it?
5 years ago.
Oh,
We're
I don't
all
know.
weird. Yeah, I remember I did this podcast once, and he was like, "You did a gig?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "How much did it pay?" And I'm like, "I'm not gonna say on air." He's asking for like what a rate was of mine.
Yep. Todd Berry, kooky guy, but very funny. Check him out, folks. Great albums.
Oh, dude, some of his albums are like legendary.
Oh, Medium Energy. Amazing. I was listening to that in New Orleans.
That's classic.
Oh, yeah.
Some of the best albums ever. What? Give me a peeve.
Oh, it's so good.
This is a good ass drink, dude.
Have you ever heard of Mind Eraser?
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's in a mind eraser again?
I don't even remember what's in a mind eraser for
Yeah.
obvious
How
reasons.
perfect. Yeah.
But it's like a old school like tiki drink. It's like a New Orleans tiki drink. Something you go down the street with one of those like huge plastic
Right,
glasses
right.
and stuff.
Yeah, I drank those in college, and I don't remember much.
Hurricanes. We got to do that one week.
Oh, it's not a great drink. Well, actually, I'm thinking of hand grenades.
I bet
Sorry.
I bet you can make a good hurricane.
Hurricanes
It's a
are
good
solid.
hurricane. We want to do Palomas the other day.
Next week.
Palomas are
Tomorrow,
sick.
maybe we do.
Let's do Palomas.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's do Paloma.
All right.
We need tequila. I'll bring tequila.
I'll make like 3 different types. Like one for the folks at home, one a little more fancy, and then
All right. Boy, that is so good.
Those donuts are good. Donut Pub fucking rules. If you're in New York City, Donut Pub, I believe it's on 14th,
between 6 and 7.
between 6th and 7th. Louis C.K. shot an episode of the show there, the episode where he gets bullied by the kid.
Oh, that's right.
He's on the
That's
date.
right.
By the way, that kid, Mike, who played the bully, is a friend of one of my childhood friends.
Whoa.
So he's come to shows before. He's a great guy. And he's a great actor. He's on The Sopranos.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's one of AJ's friends.
Wow, that's a great episode, too.
Yeah.
So cool. Uh-oh. Michael
Let's
J.
do it. What? Give me a peeve.
Now this is maybe a hack peeve because it's such a and this is a peeve for everybody, but it still gets me to this day, and I got to talk about it. People, and this is maybe a New York thing only, but people who stand in places where other people need to be going.
I'm so with you.
You ever have the guy checking his phone in the turnstiles? He's doing this shit. Then you have the lady having a conversation on her phone at the top of the subway stair on the stairs. What are we doing here? The whole goddamn world's got to get by you.
Oh, my God.
Oh, you sick fuck. Look at you.
We're not going to be revived for long.
No. Remember,
tell ya.
the 4 is the limit.
Matt, are you going to have one?
Can I get a skosh?
Yeah.
All right.
12 years sober down the drain.
Give him a half a week's load, if you know what I'm talking about.
Don't give him that 14-year-old boy load. That thing's like a gallon.
Dude, I'm so on board with you with this one. I was getting off the flight, and a lady just cuts. I'm in front of her, and she kind of cuts me off in front of me. Then she just does the barely moving walk, and I go, ugh, out loud. And she looks behind, and she lets me go. And I was like, you should have known.
You should have known.
You should have known.
Yeah, and part of me subconsciously thinks they like that spot because they're like, it kind of, Tracy Morgan had that bit about how black people shit in the pool because it has all the white people to get out. It gives you like a little power.
Damn.
That's Tracy Morgan's bit.
I did not know.
He says it on Howard Stern. Give it a Google.
I'm
Look
going to
it
stop
up.
swimming in Harlem.
Yeah. Caddyshack. Great scene.
Caddyshack, perfect.
But-
it's the Baby Ruth, isn't
Yeah,
it?
the Baby Ruth. Then Bill Murray eats it. It's a Baby Ruth.
She faints. The woman faints. So
Great
goddamn.
moment. Great moment.
Caddyshack.
But my point is, I think subconsciously they're like, I'm in the way. You have to move around me. All of you have to move around me. I think it's a little bit of a power thing.
Yeah, I remember Bill Burr used to have a bit about. I laugh out loud at the bit, but it was like I was on a flight and I suddenly had the urge to elbow an old lady in the face. Just the way he says it. I'm
It's
just like,
true.
oh,
It's so
hell yeah,
true.
Sally. Look at that.
Nice.
Can't wait. I love, man, the sound of drinks being made is like, maybe it's like that Pavlov's dog shit, but you just get ready and you're like, let's dance.
Yeah. You know, you always hear about rich people with their own chef. I want my own bartender at my house. Why not? Why? I don't need a chef. I'll go to a Taco Bell, but this I need.
He's just trying to plan the most unhealthy life possible. I'll go to Taco Bell and have a bartender now. That's amazing.
Good point.
It does. And dude, I'm with you. I want a bartender. How fun would that be?
Yeah, and they seem cooler than a chef. I don't know. Chef's like, at least I need an enabler. I don't want a healthy guy.
I'm with you, dude. These are so good.
I got you, Mark. If you need bad decisions made, I got you.
All right, thank you. I met, by the way, I met your fiance.
Really? You're getting married?
Yep.
Everyone's getting married in here or married. The pressure's on. I'll tell you. I'm
Yeah.
scared.
Don't tell your lady. She's gonna put the what do you call it? Sink the
Claws?
talons in there. That's what they do. Yeah, it's not a great deal for the man, but
Well,
we'll get to this later.
Yeah, we celebrate it, but it's a 50-50 success rate.
Completely, yeah.
50-50.
Horrible. And then
Horrible.
The divorce is always ugly. The money, all that shit. It's the kids.
but if someone said you have 50% chance for happiness for a lifetime, you take it. You take the chance.
Yeah, but just because you're married doesn't mean you're happy for a lifetime.
Of course.
If the doctor said you got a 50-50 shot of surviving, you're not going to say parties Tuesday.
yeah.
You know?
The Bill Burr bit. You go skydiving, there's a 50% chance the chute will open. You wouldn't go. But with marriage, for some reason, we're like, fuck it.
Because in that moment, you're certain. So we're celebrating your certainty in at least that moment. I think.
Right. That's the interesting thing about advice and all that. People will go, live in the now. You got to live in now. It's all about the present. But then they're like, save up. You got to save. You got to make good decisions. You got to think about your. So which one is it? Is it the future or is it now?
It's a good point.
All right. I got that weird thing where nobody responded. So I
No,
appreciate it.
we're taking what
Okay.
you're saying in. That doesn't mean it's not good.
Inside, I'm panicking
No.
with the silence.
No.
That's half my act
Finish your reviver. You won't be panicking long, I'll tell you.
Panic button.
Yes.
The panic button. Never heard the clip called the panic button.
Telling you, give that a look.
I'm on it.
The panic button?
I'm telling you, it makes sense.
Okay, can I give while we're looking that up, can I give a toast? Here's a weird toast, but to good ass socks.
Oh, interesting.
If you've never worn good socks, you need to wear them.
Now, wait, are we talking comfort or are we talking like cool looking?
Comfort
Okay.
and cool looking.
'Cause a lot
And I
of
got
people-
both. And I'm bringing you and Matt a pair next week.
Is this
but
a
I-
rack?
but
Is this a
right,
rack?
yes, no, this is a toast.
toast.
It's different. Right now, I
Yes.
got you and Sally.
Whoa!
socks.
Hey!
Which
Baron
colors?
Gibbs.
Yeah. Which colors?
On his birthday.
Well,
This
yeah.
is the most Jewish thing you've ever done.
Yeah.
I brought your socks. I got your socks. You got to be comfortable. Oh, wow. Look at these.
They fit perfectly. I'm bringing them for you two next week. They're killer. I like socks that fit your feet and that are comfy.
yeah.
And they look good too.
This is amazing. Thank
They're
you.
great
They're
socks.
soft
I'll
and,
tell you.
and thick.
I'll tell you. Bring them for these two next week.
Shout out to Stance. Send us some free socks. The Bear Jew
You
needs
should.
some.
I like them. They're really good. But we're. I think socks. It's funny when you can tell you're getting older. When you're a kid, you're like socks. But
Yeah.
as an adult, I'm like socks.
I know. Socks as a gift was like a punchline. You're like, what are you kidding me? Socks?
But you can tell you're getting older when you appreciate comfort. It's nice.
I love it, and I love your attitude, and they're affordable, by the way. You left the price tag on. But socks, the white man's expression. Black guys can wear anything. They look super cool. They got the hair and cornrows and a weird NASCAR jacket and crazy sneakers. White guys shine through the socks. You ever see some guy pull up and he's got Bart Simpson or fucking Family Guy or something like that?
They sell this brand, but Rick and Morty socks.
You
But
see? That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Honky, the socks and the tie is really where a white guy shines. Because we can't go hard on other stuff.
When are we getting those free suits, by the way? What happened with that?
Oh, yeah.
Didn't we had a sponsorship where we get free suits. We were going to do a suit episode. That could be a good martini ep, you know?
Ooh, I love it.
Suit martinis,
That's a great idea.
Mad Men.
Yes.
Oh, do old fashions.
Ooh, I'm in. Sally Keys walks by, we grab your ass. Keep it Phil 50s. What do you got there?
We'll do Manhattans for the fall.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Perfect time for that.
Fall in New York, autumn in New York, there's nothing better.
In the fall of this podcast, I'll tell you, we're going to get pretty drunk.
Oh, yeah.
No, the Manhattans are really. I'm honored. Sometimes I'll talk to the crowd. You know, when you know when you hit that like 40-minute mark of your set and you've done like 40 minutes of jokes and you're like, all right, let me talk to the crowd a little, make this unique. And sometimes I'll be like, what are you drinking over here? Just to start up a little, gets a different energy going.
Yeah.
So many of our people drink Manhattans.
Really?
Yeah,
I love that.
because I think they're like real. And by the way, I get the note at the end of the weekend. I'm sure you get this every time too. They're like, your crowd drinks.
Yes. I love the crowd. The comedy club loves that, by the way.
they love you. But I mean, I remember opening for Bert Kreischer back in the day, and he just jumps on stage, shirtless, chugs a beer to open his set,
Yeah.
and everyone's cheering. And then he like lifts a shot. They all do a shot with him, and I'm like, oh, the club must love this guy.
Oh, yeah.
Just because he drinks, they're drinking. He's making them a ton of money.
Yeah. I don't know if this is public knowledge, but he's getting a cut of the bar now.
Oh,
It
really?
shows. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that. I should text him, but it's like this smart business. He's such a great businessman, Bert Kreischer, and a funny guy. And we're doing Red Rocks next week. But he's like he knows the biz. Who can talk more numbers and road dates and like
He's smart. He's a smart guy.
geo tracking? And who's a better promoter than Bert?
Oh my God, that dancing video.
Oh my God, that went viral.
Incredible. Yeah, man, I love Bert. And
Yeah, great guy.
that's going to be a fun gig.
Oh my God, we're seeing Jimmy Buffett the next night. I'm bringing the lady. I mean, I'm sure Bert's got all this crazy shit in store with like a convertible and a coconut bra or something. Something's gonna go down. That's gonna be fun.
I'll be in Atlanta that weekend.
Hey, Atlanta's great.
Yeah, that hotel stinks. I have to get a different hotel.
I've actually never done the Punchline.
What?
I did the old one, the real
You've
one.
never done the Punchline?
I did the Skull. There's also an improv there.
Yeah, I'll be there September 9th to 11th. It's funny to get texts being like, I can't wait for 9/11.
Yeah.
Because that's when I'll be. Oh, man, look at Bert go.
He can
Jeez.
actually move.
Well, that's the thing is he has dance moves. Bert is an athlete, and he's just like drinks, so he's got that little belly. But like,
Little Belly.
well, he's got a belly.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
also like pushing 50, dude. I mean,
True. I mean, he truly has the Mickey Mantle thing where,
he can dance, and he is an athlete.
oh, yeah.
Like,
oh,
you're telling me if we played like baseball or something, like Bert couldn't play?
Really?
I bet he could swing a bat.
Oh,
don't you
I
think?
bet he could play, yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's an athlete.
I didn't say basketball. I said baseball. I said a sport that suits his physique. But I'm
Yeah.
saying like I feel like Bert could play.
Yeah. It's funny, like, you always hear Mickey Mantle Gene, but I never hear about Mickey Mantle.
Well, he died young.
Ah.
He was an alcoholic though. I mean, he's a full-fledged alcoholic.
You hate to hear that. I heard he was drinking at the games, drinking before the game, after the game, hung over at
I
the
think his
game.
father died when he was 52, when his father was 52. And when he got to 55, he said, I wish I had treated my body better if I knew I was going to live this long.
That's hilarious.
Damn.
Wow.
Well, he, Mickey Mantle, man. Have you ever seen the movie 61? Billy Crystal directed it. Great movie.
Yeah.
Barry Pepper plays Roger Maris, and Thomas Jane plays Mickey Mantle, and it's like, man, Mickey Mantle is just like, there aren't many cooler athletes than that guy.
No.
Just a bad motherfucker. Had his own restaurant. I used to have my birthday there when I was a little kid. My family, I'd be like, I was a big Yankees fan. I'm still a Yankees fan, but I was a kid. And I was like, we're going to Mickey Mantle's.
Yeah.
And my parents were like, all right, Mickey Mantle's for dinner.
Wow.
How was the food?
Yeah. Not good, but I was like, I just like Mickey Mantle.
Yeah, no, I get it. If Batman had a restaurant when I was a kid, I'd be like, we got to go eat at Batman's. I love Batman. Well, Michael Jordan's got a steakhouse.
And when Chicago, that's probably never going to go out of business, right? I
No.
mean, Mickey Mantle's went out of business. It was a classic spot. I mean, dude, number 7 too is like a classic number. All those
yeah.
Yankee numbers were retired, right? 2, 3. All the low numbers are Jeter's 2, Babe Ruth at 3, Gehrig's 4.
Rizzuto was 1.
Rizzuto's 1. Who's 5?
5 is oh shit.
My
I have
ex
to
was
look
a
it up.
5. All right.
Well, Mantle was originally 6, then he became 7. There's a Seinfeld about that.
There we
That's
go.
right.
DiMaggio. Excuse me.
DiMaggio's 5. How the fuck did I forget DiMaggio?
Fucked, Monroe.
I went to Joe DiMaggio Day, and Simon and Garfunkel played.
Whoa!
Or maybe it was just Paul Simon. They don't play together. do
Even
they?
better. No, I like Garfunkel.
No,
Both
they
from
did. They
Queens.
did. Where have you gone, Joe DiMaggio? So cool.
It's sad that we've lost that baseball kind of mythical legend thing. That's over. I mean, you had Jeter. Maybe that was the last one. Mark McGuire.
It's
Barry
still
Bonds.
great. It's just not as big a sport. I mean, you're still into baseball.
I love baseball.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a pretty sport, but now it's like Jake Paul. We got to talk about Jake Paul. And look, no,
We don't have to, and I say we don't.
All right.
That's what I'm saying. We have to. Fuck that. We don't have to do that.
It's impressive what he's doing, but
From a marketing
it just-
standpoint, and from look, it's sure it's impressive, but it's not like are we celebrating being an entrepreneur? Are we celebrating greatness?
But he's still in the ring with these guys. He's still doing it. He's still face to face. It's not like
That's
like,
fine, but it's I just saw clips. I'm like, this doesn't.
It's
look,
ugly boxing.
It's
for
ugly
sure.
boxing. It's not like. Do you like the sport or not? I'm not. Boxing is not one of my like top 3 or 4 favorite sports.
Yeah,
But just watching it for someone who doesn't even know boxing, I'm like, well, this isn't good.
sure. It's more of like the feat. Like he got here. This guy set this up, and he's making $100 million. This is crazy. This YouTube star.
No,
You know,
he is rich for sure.
you know what it feels like? It feels like when a meme guy blows up, and you're like, we're out there grinding it. We're cutting our teeth. We're bombing.
So that's why we shouldn't be talking about it, is my
Alright.
argument. Because there are real boxers who are like putting the work. And this
Sure.
guy's putting the work, but it's like, come on, putting the work at that level.
Yeah. I'm torn on it because he made it. He got up there, but he did it a different way. And then I'm like, but it's ugly. But he still did it, and he's still in the ring, but it's not pretty. So I'm torn.
Well,
on-
clearly he loves boxing, right?
Yes.
I mean, he loves it enough to dedicate this much of his time to it. And he wants to be a real boxer, but it's like, shit, man, Mickey Rourke did this shit in the 80s, right?
Oh,
Fucked
yeah?
his face up real bad. Yeah.
That's true.
I mean,
He was a hunk.
oh,
And
dude.
now look at him.
Mickey Rourke was hot.
Yeah.
Young Mickey Rourke.
Now he looks like Joan Rivers. I mean, he's all fucked up.
Jesus Christ.
Love Joan. Big fan of Joan.
Mickey Rourke, though, in the 80s, Pope of Greenwich Village, Mickey Rourke, Angel, Boogie
mean-
and Diner. Come on.
Dreamboat.
He was a dreamboat.
Look at that guy. What a sexy guy. That might be the last of the, I guess Clooney is like the last of like the suave, dapper,
That
cool
type
dude.
of dude, like rugged too.
Yes.
Because Pitt is like almost too pretty.
Bro.
Yeah. Oh my God. That is appalling. Poor
It's a
bastard.
human being, Mark. Jesus
Ah,
Christ.
sorry, but wow. But it's just wild that the transformation.
Yeah, I mean, he's such a terrific actor. I guess his
Amazing.
comeback with Sin City, and I mean, it speaks to his ability as an actor that he's still relevant. Because it's like clearly he's not a dude that just like was like it's all about my looks. He has a. I mean, the wrestler's incredible.
Incredible. And boy, it hits the heartstrings. I just watched this guy, give this a goog, the guy who's doing the Malice at the Palace, the Untold series, the Caitlyn Jenner one. You got to watch Malice at the Palace tonight if you can, because I want to talk to you about it tomorrow. It's
Okay,
so
all right.
good. Do you see it yet?
Not yet.
Oh my God. Whoever this guy is who's making or gal who's making these is so talented at editing and laying this shit
I
out.
might not be watching it tonight, and I'll tell you why. I started the Steve Martin Short series on Hulu.
Oh.
I'm really into it.
Oh, really? I'll
love
watch
it.
that.
It's
I didn't even know about it.
it's a murder mystery, but
What?
it's funny. It's Steve Martin Short, and Selena Gomez.
Wow. Interesting.
She's not a great actress, but but they are.
Yeah.
She's not horrible. She's just not like they're incredible.
I thought Selena was killed. All right. Sorry. That shows my
But
age there.
Martin Short, dude, that guy is like.
what
Has
a
there ever
talent.
been a human being since like Rodney that just oozes funny the way Martin Short?
Yeah.
like he
Yeah.
can't not be hilarious.
I've seen Clifford 8,000 times. I've seen Three Amigos 8,000 times.
Three Amigos rules.
It rules. I love
John
it.
Lovitz, dude. I'll tell you what I've been rewatching. Every episode's on YouTube, and I hope they don't take it down for me saying it. One of the best shows ever, in my opinion, and it only lasted 2 seasons before it got canceled. The Critic, John Lovitz.
Oh, I love The Critic.
They're all on
Love The
YouTube.
Critic.
It's Mike Reese and Al Jean, who are like season 1 Simpsons writers.
Yep.
and James L. Brooks.
Yes, and love it. And it's all movies, and the jokes are amazing. A lot of topical. A lot of it doesn't age well, but man, the jokes were good.
I showed it to my girlfriend. She was like, "This is really good."
It's great.
I think it holds up.
A lot of Orson Welles jokes. Like I don't know if younger people are going to get it all the way, but
Come on,
it's great. I love it.
people who don't like movies. I'm like, what are you talking about? They're fucking.
I know.
Who are you?
It's art. We grew up on that. Our parents didn't want to watch us. They said, "Here, watch the Back to the Future marathon, you loser."
My mom was throwing some Laurel and Hardy. I had a cool mom,
Same.
dude.
Marx Brothers, baby.
Dude, what were we talking about? I'm sorry.
Oh, just these Malice at the Palace. They're unreal. And then I watched the
I gotta
Caitlyn
watch
Jenner
it.
one, which is like
It's great. I hear it's great.
because people all just talk about Caitlyn, and they go Bruce, Wheaties. They're like, this guy was a nobody, and he became the decathlon winner of the Olympics, gold medal. Just there's a guy from upstate New York, mentally tortured, obviously, and trained
watch
every
it.
day, and it's all like grassroots. Figured it out for himself. Had no trainer. Jogged every day. Had a girlfriend. She hated it. It's unbelievable. So just to see how he won the Olympics is
I
incredible.
I gotta see both of those.
It's great. Everybody, I can't get this. I can't get that. This sucks. That sucks. It's because I'm this. It's because this guy just boots on the ground, made it happen, and it's inspiring.
I love Ron Artest, so I gotta watch that documentary.
Oh yeah,
Meta World Peace. I mean, that's a Roosevelt Island. I believe he's from like that part of.
really?
Where's
Marcy
he?
Projects.
Marcy
maybe?
Project. Sorry,
Yeah.
not Roosevelt.
Oh, Brooklyn.
They're right next to each other. No,
Yeah.
Queens.
Ah,
Yeah, he's a bad dude. Nas is from there. I
he's
mean,
a little nutty
Mob
too.
Deep.
he's nutty, but he's also kind of like a sweet, tortured soul. I mean, I always
Yeah.
I loved his game. He was a terrific. Knicks passed on him, and I still remember
Wow.
they passed on him and Baron Davis to get Frederick Weiss, a French guy who his best credit as a basketball player to Americans is Vince Carter dunking over him. Literally, Vince Carter's nuts in his mouth.
Oh wow.
You can get the picture of Vince Carter over Frederick Weiss, just so you know what I'm talking about.
Pull it up.
But no, Ron Artest should have been drafted by the Knicks, but then he admittedly was like, I was hungover for the workout.
Oh, damn.
I mean, look at that. That's one of the meanest dunks in NBA history. This
Why
is,
did they hire this fucking frog?
Isn't this during a USA versus France?
look at this.
You gonna pick a French guy? I'm just so confused with the Knicks' decision there.
It was not a good decision.
This ain't it.
No, it might be. It was right up here. It's right up here. Look at
Oh,
this.
a nice little bell
There
behind
we
the
go.
back
Look at
pass,
that.
and he steals it. Oh, my God. Literally jumped over the guy.
Are we going to be able to show that, Matt? I love that.
Yeah,
oh my God.
that reads.
That is fucking nasty. Vince Carter played till he was like 41 too. He rolled.
Wow. That was ugly. Went
that
over
was-
the guy's head.
Well, you do. So the Malice in the Palace is a must watch as well.
Unbelievable. I got my gal there. She couldn't give two shits about basketball or sports in general, and she's on the edge of her twat, just like, oh my God, sitting on a towel.
She's hitting the panic
Unbelievable.
button.
She loves she loves Jermaine O'Neal. But
Jermaine O'Neal's a decent guy. You can tell. He really,
sweet guy.
he
was
really-
the glue.
and he really got fucked by Artest losing his shit.
They were saying he was going to be a next kind of all-star great, kind of in that Kevin Durant world, and then this fucked his whole life up.
I don't know if he was great. Durant's on another level. I
Oh,
think.
boy.
But no, he was an all-star. He was a terrific player.
Yeah.
20 and 10. I mean, he was a killer.
Yeah, they said it was them two, Artest and O'Neal. Then they got Steven Jackson.
Yeah, he could kill it. Yeah, he was good.
Yeah, and him and Artest were kind of like street guys, you
Yeah.
know? And then that's when the fist fighting ensued.
Yeah, Jackson grew up with George Floyd. Actually, they
What?
were and they look alike, so it's very weird. So he was very
I
vocal.
thought he was from Port Arthur. Am I insane?
Oh, boy.
Port
Look,
Arthur?
You got a
Port
Google
Arthur, Texas.
machine there.
Steven Jackson?
Yeah, and so is Floyd originally.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that right?
He moved to. They're both originally from Texas. Yeah,
Boy.
they look Jackson and Floyd.
The range on this pod. We can go Ron Artest to Martin Short in 2 seconds.
Yeah, well, we got
Port
range,
Arthur,
baby.
Texas.
Yeah.
Hey, good call there, Sally.
Well, I know because I photographed him.
Whoa!
You photographed. I interviewed him once. He's a cool guy. He had sunglasses on the entire time I interviewed. him.
This is a picture of his belly.
Is that you took that, man?
I took that picture.
That's incredible.
Wow, I have the same tattoo. Isn't that wild? Crazy. What are the
Look at
odds? Damn. Yeah, I love that shit. I love because that's what I'm missing in sports is that I want the personality. I want to know who the guy is. So I just see a guy shooting a basketball. I'm like, what are you gonna do? But then when you get to the nitty gritty and behind the scenes, I'm like, that's why I like comics.
That's how I get people into basketball because I'm obsessed with basketball. And I want the women I date to be into basketball.
Sure,
So,
that's a tall order.
it's a tall order.
No pun intended.
And so is he, I'll tell you. He's all right. No, but, he's an interesting guy, Jackson, so is Artest. So, I mean, to be that fight was
Insane, unprecedented. And they have it from multiple angles. You see footage they never showed on TV. So it's you're gonna be jizzing the whole movie. You're gonna fucking love it. It's so well done.
It's going to look like this. This is good, dude.
Really good.
Corpse Reviver. What kind of donut is this in the middle? Do I have to have a piece?
I think they're all the same, right? Yeah, they're all the same. But it's hard for me to not eat this. I think they're the same. See, the genius of the donuts is they're hollow basically on the inside. Did you get a piece there, beer, Jew?
You got to have some of this.
Bar Jew, aha. Are we going beer or bar?
I like Bar Jew.
Bar Jew is better.
Yeah, it's
'cause I haven't
smarter.
seen you
But
hold a
Beer Jew
He's not
is
serving
closer
beer,
to Bear Jew.
but he's not serving beer. He's the bartender.
Bar Jew, you're
I
right.
think Bar Jew
All right,
is the way
that
to
works.
go.
Not anywhere close to Jewish, but I'll take it.
Yeah, hey,
What's not close to Jewish?
I wish I was, huh?
He said
I
not
guess
close.
Palestine.
You wish you were a Jew.
Oh yeah,
Really?
Oh, yeah. Big fan. Well, I got no flavor. At least you guys, you're oppressed. You got a background. You got something. You got the. I mean, I'm circumcised. I'm doing stand up comedy. I live in New York. I'm appropriating the whole thing.
You're right there.
Yeah,
It's an
curly
old
hair,
Norman bit.
old bit. Yeah,
I got a good rec for you guys.
please.
Old movie. Watched it the other night. It's starring Robert Mitchum.
Ooh,
It's from, I believe, 55. It's called Night of the Hunter.
Ooh.
It's basically like a horror suspense movie, but it's the type of horror I like, where it's kind of like psychological and suspenseful. And basically, the premise is this young boy and girl. The one's like, the boy's probably like 7, the girl's maybe like 4, 5. Their father robs a bank and kills 2 people, steals $10,000, which is, I guess, went a long way in like a small town back then.
sure.
And he gets arrested right in front of them, and he tells the son where the money's hidden, but only the little son knows where it is. He shares a cell in prison with Robert Mitchum's character, who is like a corrupt preacher, who's like really religious, but a scumbag. He's trying to
Right.
rip people off. They share a cell, and he goes, "Tell me where the money is," and he won't tell him. But then he gets sentenced to death. And Robert Mitchum befriends the family and marries the mother.
Whoa.
So he is torturing them to find out where the money is.
So he just wants the money.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's pretty good. And it turns into like a horror movie, and it's really, really cool.
What a premise.
There's great scenes. It's scary. It's dark, and Mitchum is incredible in it. Like that guy could fucking act, dude.
Yeah.
And there's like some of those great 50s scenes. She marries Mitchum, who's this horrible person. She's going through his jacket, and she pulls out a knife, and she just goes, "Oh, man."
That's
The
great.
bar was so low for us back then.
Yes.
I would love, like, all you had to do was if you asked a man anything, they'd be like, "Back off." You're like, "All right." Like that's
Right.
all. It was so easy to be a man in the 50s.
That's great. So you get a
if
little
you were white, let me settle
sure,
that.
Sure.
I'm not saying it was easy for everybody.
Yeah. If you were a good-looking white guy, but that's so funny because was that a joke then, or is that a joke now, or was that just like, yeah, man, in 55?
Oh man, I don't know.
I think she was sort of looking the other way of his bad deeds, and that was
Yeah.
the joke at the time.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh, look what 50s guys can get away with.
Yeah, that's
Agreed.
hilarious. It's
Agreed.
kind of like when people say boys will be boys.
Yeah.
They would always do some crazy shit.
It's a great movie. Highly recommend it. I believe it's streaming on Amazon.
Ooh, I'm in. But let me ask you, and be honest,
Yeah,
this is 1955, this is black and white.
yeah.
Is it hard? Are there points where you're like, I want to look at my phone here, it's a little slow, it is 55.
I think the
it's different.
first. You just have to get into it. Give it
Okay.
10 minutes. Once you're like 10 minutes in, no, I didn't look at my phone once. I mean,
All right.
I'm all in on it.
All right, I'm in.
It's entertaining. It takes a minute, but I'll put it this: it's only an hour and a half, the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So there's one point at like 50 minutes in, you're like, how is this going to keep going? Because
Yeah.
you think they've blown their wad, and then they find a new way to. It's surprising.
What a twist.
There's twists. It's really good.
Wow, same
premise.
director as Spartacus 1960 and Mutiny on the Bounty 1935.
Wow.
Yeah.
You think
That's
this is
long
you think
career.
this is a game, dude? Also, the kid, the little girl's a pretty bad actress, but that's all right. I mean, Mitchum is so good that it doesn't matter.
It's no Tatum O'Neal.
I haven't seen that. I got to see
Paper
that.
Moon?
I got to see that.
Oh.
It's incredible.
It's incredible.
I
Just
gotta watch.
the grifts in it alone are like, how did they come up with this? They must have had a grifter guy tell them the moves because they're so well thought out and they work. You're like, that makes sense. That's brilliant. It's great.
I got to watch that.
It's basically a buddy cop, but it's just the dynamic between this guy and his kid.
It's incredible that it's actual father and daughter.
Yes.
And I hear he was a terrible guy, though, wasn't he?
Is that right? Didn't he bang Farrah Fawcett?
I think they were married when she died. I think
He
so.
banged a lot of people.
Yeah, he was a playboy back in the.
Who else did he date?
day.
Look up Ryan O'Neal, man.
You got it.
Oh yeah, he was one of those coxman guys. He fucked kind of like Warren Beatty.
Warren Beatty.
Saw him on a plane once. He looked pretty good.
Yeah, Warren Beatty had he fucked everybody, and then he just married like a hot
Ooh, Ally
30
McGraw.
years. Ally McGraw.
Oh,
He fucked
my
everyone, but
God.
then he like married Annette Bening, who was like 30 years younger. Then I'm like, you can't plan it better than that. That's like not even fair.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Ryan O'Neal. Man,
Barbara Streisand, Diana Ross, Angelica Houston,
wait a minute. Is he 5'1"?
Bianca Jagger.
That can't be right.
Where do you see it?
Oh, 6'1". Sorry,
Okay.
thought that said 5. I've been drinking.
Ursula Andress, Bond.
Catwoman. Oh, Bond. Oh wow, boy, we're
Bianca
getting old.
Jagger. Oh my God. The list.
Wow. Wow, Jacqueline Bisset is nothing to sneeze at either. Yeah, he's a Hollywood matinee handsome man there. Matinee good looks. All right, I got a rec for you.
Hit me.
Wait, where's he from?
Oh, sorry.
Ah, shit, sorry.
Well, give a guess. You're good at this.
Sponsored by BetterHelp. What's standing in the way of achieving your goals? Figure it out with BetterHelp. BetterHelp is therapy for the 21st century. This is not a crisis line. This is not self-help. BetterHelp is professional therapy. All online. It's all remote. Do it from the comfort and privacy of your own home. Flexible schedule, phone or video calls at your convenience. Get a good match. They will put you with a licensed therapist who's right for you. I love therapy. I mean, therapy.
yeah.
Therapy's changed my life. Therapy's taught me that, if my girlfriend says she's upset with me, to say I understand instead of okay then.
Right.
Instead of all right, here we go.
Oh, is that what you're supposed to do?
It's fast. When you sign up, you can start talking to your therapist in less than 48 hours. No waiting around. It's affordable. You don't have to be rich to pay for this, and financial aid is available. And now you can send messages to your therapist anytime. They'll get back to you in between sessions. Don't like your person? If you want to switch therapists, you can do it anytime for free. They make it easy. Trust me. It helps to have someone outside your world to talk to. I believe that. And it's true. It's easy to schedule, affordable, and it'll take a load off your shoulders. Over 1 million people have taken charge of their mental health. Join them. Mark, tell them how to do it.
You got to get on it. BetterHelp is a special offer for our listeners. Visit BetterHelp.com/drunk for 10% off your first month. That's visit BetterHelp.com/drunk for 10% off your first month. HELP.com/drunk for 10% off your first month. BetterHelp.com/drunk. Sign up for BetterHelp to start living a happier life.
Los Angeles, California.
Boy, oh boy.
Born, Ryan O'Neal, born in Los Angeles, California.
Never as fun when they're from LA. I like when
Why?
they're from, because it's like, oh, you were born in Hollywood, you're already there. I like when they get on a bus with a shitty suitcase and truck it all the way over there from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
That's a story. All right, here's my rec. Now buckle up for this one. I
Hit
might
me.
need help with the title.
You got
Hit
it.
me. Hit me.
These are really fucking me up here, so I gotta focus. I think it's called Mishka and the Wolves. Netflix documentary just came out, much like The Bar Jew, but unbelievable. Misha.
There it is.
I don't want to give anything away because there's so many twists and turns in this thing. It's gonna make you shit blood.
This is a documentary?
Thing is bananas. Yes. This woman was a Holocaust survivor in Belgium. ran away, lived with wolves in the woods as a 7-year-old. Parents killed, moves to Massachusetts, eventually gets out, the whole thing. They write a book about her, and then it all comes out. That's all I'm saying.
Only 2 stars.
Ah,
But it's great.
it's unbelievable. I'm watching with the lady. We're riveted. We're like, what is this bullshit? Let's give it a shot. Who's this old bag? Here we go. And then 20 minutes in, you're biting your nails. You stopped eating the popcorn. The phone is away. You can't put it down.
Is that your movie snack popcorn?
Yeah.
Well, how do you take it?
I put it in the microwave. What do you mean?
Well, I don't know. There's
Medium
flavors.
rare.
There's butter, salted. Is that a crazy? Do people do kettle corn? Or is this crazy?
No. I'll tell you what I don't do is put the M&Ms in it.
All right. Well, I'm sorry.
I don't know.
Sorry for recommending that
I
one
put
time.
the popcorn in the mic and I move on with my life.
I'm sorry. I recommended the autoerotic asphyxiation of popcorn, trying to combine 2 pleasures into one.
And I've put my dick in the box. It doesn't work. I've tried that. My dick's not long enough. It's hot. It doesn't feel good.
Your dick just gets buttery.
Yeah.
Salt in my pee hole.
It's a nightmare.
She's like, yeah, I would have just jerked you off if you asked me to. Why do you have to trick me into this shit?
Well, that's fun. That box is pretty long. It's like a 7-inch box. Let's be honest.
Throw some gummy worms in there. The trigger.
Yeah. I got a little cup of ice cream. It's more realistic.
Dig deeper.
Yeah.
That's such a fucking hilarious move. That
That caught on for a hot minute.
being a man you used to really just be able to do whatever you wanted.
Oh yeah.
now it's
You know what movie that's from? Let's see. Let's a little trivia there.
not Porky's.
No.
Where's it from? That's a different
Anybody
dick in the
know?
hole.
I know it.
What is it?
I think it's Diner.
Is it? I don't think so.
I think it's Mickey Rourke if we're going all the way full circle.
Did Boogie pull that shit?
I think so. Give it
Taking
a
a
go.
popcorn.
Think it's the Rourke Meister.
Yeah, there it is.
Thank you.
Mickey Rourke taking the popcorn.
Is it Diner?
It is.
Thank you. Is it Mickey Rourke?
It is.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. I made a mistake. Who does he pull it on? Ellen Barkin?
Ooh, I hope so. Wow.
I can't tell who that actress
No,
is.
it's not Ellen Barkin.
And look at that
she's
smile
pretty.
on his face.
She's going for it.
His
Good
name was
times.
Boogie. What did you expect? You thought you were going to go on a date with Boogie and not get the dick in the popcorn box trick? That's on you. Okay?
Also a racial slur.
Boogie?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's one of the like outskirt racial slurs.
Is that because like Jungle Boogie? Is that
Yeah,
why?
exactly.
Damn.
Yeah.
We Might Be Drunk is brought to you by MyBookie. Football's back, baby. Oh, my Giants, man. I can't wait. You're a Saints guy.
Hell yeah. Who dat?
You like easy money thanks to MyBookie and their lock of the season. If either the team scores in the NFL season opener, you win. If you don't know how, a game hasn't ended 0-0 since World War II, so this is a sure bet. Head to mybookie.ag, select lock of the season, and if any team scores between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Bucks, you win.
Woo!
The best bet you can make is one you can't lose. MyBookie is also hosting several exclusive contests, including their $100,000 Super Contest. The best part? It only costs $10 to enter. There's big money on the line this season, so don't wait to get in the game. Join now. Mark, tell them how to do it.
Hell yeah. I just made a couple clams on that Jake Paul fight. Thank
Did
you,
you?
my bookie. Oh,
You
yeah.
bet on him?
Oh, yeah. And nobody believed in me. Head to mybookie.ag today and use our promo code DRUNK and instantly double your first deposit. That's double your funds to double your winnings. Again, that's promo code DRUNK to receive double your first deposit and get started with MyBookie today. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. The tattoos really, it makes you wonder. Jake Paul comes out with a giant robot tattoos. He's got his belt says his name on it, like in digital writing. You know, it's like scrolling. Where's it gonna go? It can only go up, but where?
Would you ever get a tattoo?
Nah, I can't commit.
It's too much.
It's too much, and I'm not cool enough. I don't know. What am I gonna get?
You know what it is? It's like a tattoo is almost being like, I'm fucking cool.
Yeah, or tough. I don't know. It looks good. Like girls who have a lot of them, I like it.
Really?
I like a lot. If you have one, I'm like, you fucked up. But if they have like a ton, like they commit, I'm into it. But what am I gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are you gonna do? Star David, Fleur de Lis? Come on.
It's just, yeah, I also don't have faith. Like, there are people who probably got Cosby tattoos. Like, this is my guy. And you're like, all right, certain shit changes, the meaning changes. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
I regret the Epstein one. But other than that,
I got a Jelaine one on my back. It's pretty cool.
woo!
I'll tell you.
Fine as Epstein hanging himself.
You're hung like Epstein. That's what you tell the women.
Yeah, like I like that. That looks hot to me. But if you had one,
I'm
it's
just not that
great.
into that. I'm old school. I'm not really into like piercings, really. Like, especially surprise ones.
Yeah, I don't like that really. I don't mind
Because you just
piercing,
like,
but-
you know, like I remember
surprise
years ago I hooked up with this girl. She'd have pierced, you know what down
panic
there.
button.
Well, and I'm like, kind of like, no, can you give me a heads up? I don't know if your fucking vagina's messed up or something. Can you tell me
Oh,
what's going
right.
on here?
Right. What goes on there with the airport? Is that a beep beep moment?
I don't know.
Maybe it's not enough metal to set off the. If I was
It's a
ISIS,
weird moment, I think, though. It's a very
Yeah.
strange.
That's tough. I've never had the clit. I've had a lot of nip, which I think is overrated.
I'm not a big fan. I don't like it.
Cuomo.
Phil Hanley is a joke. Those are how I got used to the metal straws.
Oh, that's great. That's a great angle.
Yeah.
Handman sold his book.
I know. He deserves it, man. Phil Hanley, check him out. You know, I'm not a big fan of the pierced nipples, man.
I don't either. I like a nip. I want to suck it. I want to nibble. I want to lick. And to me, the thing is in the way.
What are you going to do if you have a baby? He's going to be like a fucking punk rocker now? He's just sucking on it?
Yeah, he's gonna get lead poisoning. But yeah, I don't know. I like the tats, but I don't. Again, there's gonna be a million old folks home ladies covered in tats. Isn't that weird?
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, crazy.
Damn.
And I hear those old folks home people all fuck each other. By the way,
Yeah?
that's what I hear.
I'll tell you. Getting older might not be so bad.
Yeah, I read the Shaky Acres newsletter, and it's pretty sultry.
They all get COVID. They're just eating each other's ass. We're like, Jesus, this is crazy.
Now that's a question. Do you think back in the 40s were they eating ass and just not talking about it, or?
Yeah,
I think so.
sure.
Because it's all there.
You think we've had these bodies for thousands of years? We're like eating ass. Discovered in 1989. No, it's been around.
All right.
I wonder
I
if there's
think-
any rules about like someone our age moving into an old folks' home. Could we do that?
There's a
No.
great book.
Why couldn't
called-
we?
There's a great book called
There's an age limit.
Early
That's
Bird.
ageist.
Oh.
Yeah, I think you're taking advantage of the system here, Sally. Also, there's a great book called Early Bird by Rodney Rothman, who wrote for Letterman. He also wrote Into the Spider-Verse. He's a clearly a great writer. But
Interesting.
he retired early after being head writer at Letterman, I think, and just lived in an old folks community. And it's really good. It's a really funny book. And
Real story.
yeah,
Like
real
a
story.
memoir.
And he it's pretty crazy, the story.
for him.
I dug it. I really liked it.
Wow. There's a documentary about this old folks kind of like compound in Florida, and it's amazing. I can't remember the name of the doc, if you can pull it up.
Oh, I
but
saw
It's
it.
killer.
Yeah.
I think you might have wrecked it to
I
me.
did.
Yeah, it was so well done. But yeah, old folks are living life because they're like, we're going to die soon, so we might as well yuck it up, you know?
Yuck it up, man.
Yeah, fuck each other, get drunk, dance,
I was.
swim.
You ever think like when a plane's going down, there's probably not enough time, but you think like if a plane's going down, people just
Sure.
start like let's just try to get off one more time. Do you think like if it's like about to crash, or people just
Yeah.
like whip it out?
Some
some-
kind of heaven, that's it.
Some kind of heaven.
But remember in Naked Gun when they're at the baseball game and it's like, we're going to bomb this place. It's like, if I'm going out happy. Oh, it was the Oscars. Naked Gun, the second one. And Brian Dennehy or whatever that guy's name is. What's that guy's name?
Leslie Nielsen?
No, the chief.
Kennedy?
Kennedy. Brian Kennedy.
No, Roy Kennedy.
No, shit, I can't think
Shit,
of it.
he's from Cool Hand Luke.
He won an
Yes.
Oscar for Cool Hand Luke.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
George Kennedy.
Thank you.
George Kennedy.
Boom. We figured it out between the three of us.
There's
Great
this-
actor.
He grabs a woman. He goes, if I'm going out happy. He just makes out with some model. It was like the funniest, most ridiculous nothing scene, but it made me laugh as a kid.
Dude, I fucking love the Naked Guns.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, yeah, George Kennedy fucking rocked.
Oh, man.
The scene where he beats the shit out of Paul Newman is incredible.
Taking it off here, boss.
And he won't back down, man.
Yeah.
Good boy, Luke.
By the way, the woman washing her car in that movie,
Oof.
still hot to this day. You know, a lot of people are like, she was the hottest woman in 1928. You look at her like, this looks like my aunt. But this lady Still hot.
You should see your aunt. She looks good, brother. I'll tell you.
Look at this. I mean, talk about a buxom hatcha, matcha, hiya, hooya. Look at that. Boy, oh boy, we got to change the channel.
Cool Hand Luke is fucking awesome.
It's in my top 10.
Is it?
Yeah, for sure.
Paul Newman just fucking rules. Like HUD, The Hustler, Cool Hand, like The Verdict.
Kardashian body in the 60s, by the way. Yeah, The Verdict, I mean.
The Verdict, I
Lucille.
got to rewatch. I feel like that's like one of the best. That Mammoth, that's like a prime Mammoth script.
Yeah, this always comes back to movie. Give me a bit,
All right, might not be much here. Let me try this.
please. I feel like I bombed last week.
Well, I
so-
feel like mine are either working or they're nothing. That's where I'm at. So let me
Right.
try one that's nothing. Here's an idea I had. It's kind of like sometimes I'll date, a woman and like we'll be fighting and then she starts crying and I'm like, and she's like, what? You didn't care? And I'm comforting her because she's crying. She's like, you didn't care until I started crying. And I'm like, yeah, I thought we were going to fight fair. I didn't know we were playing dirty here.
Yeah.
I think one of the angles is like how women crying during a fight is almost more impressive than the Force in Star Wars. Because like, yeah, he can lift Luke and stuff, but at no point is Luke like, I'm so sorry, Darth. I'm so sorry.
Right, yeah. The only difference is they both have the Force.
That's true.
My brain went, this is a great premise. My brain went to, you guys are fist fighting and she pulls out a knife.
Right.
And you're like, what the fuck?
You brought tears to a word fight.
Yes, that's a great line.
Is it? All
But
right.
like you go to the bank and like imagine pulling the gun out and they're like, oh, and you're like, oh, you didn't give a shit till I had a gun? Like, yes, the gun changes things. I don't have a gun. You have a gun. I can't cry. You can cry.
The bank angle is good.
Yeah,
I
think
like the
that's
bank
big.
angle. All right, I'll
You
try
got a
it.
big bit here.
I'll tell you, it's all right. The bit, it's all right. What do you got?
Remember my old bit about the, you ever see a roach that flies?
Dude, you ran this by me like 11 years ago.
It killed once, and I was like, I got a new bit, and they don't fly in New York. You guys don't have flying roaches here.
No.
That's a New Orleans thing.
Oh, thank God.
But when you're up against it with the shoe in your hand, you're going at the roach on the wall, and then it starts flying. My analogy was it's like when you're fighting with a woman and she starts crying. You're like, I'm out. You won.
I love
can't
it.
do anything.
I love that. Yeah, no, the crying is unfair.
It's unfair. It's a back pocket knife. Or a gun. Like, we didn't agree on this.
What do we have?
Hitting,
But we can't use that.
but we can't use that.
Remember years ago, Ted Alexander had a hilarious bit, and he goes, I would never, ever hit a woman, but I have been fighting with a woman, and I was like, this is when a man hits a woman.
That's so great.
So funny.
Man, such a simple twist, too. It's
Yeah, he's
perfect.
like, but like, I mean, just prefacing it, knowing he's a good guy who would never do that, you're like, okay, go for it. Like,
Yeah.
you've made this bit workable, you know? But,
Chris Rock, I'd shake the shit out of one. I mean, how funny is that? Just picturing that's like a cartoon.
But like, yeah, I will never. I mean, the thing is, we have nothing. They have crying. And the thing is, like, most women. I know I'm going to get shit for like generalizing here. Most women probably feel more deeply than we do. They're probably
That's
more
true.
sensitive.
That's
so
true.
in some ways, that's a curse. I'm sure that's
Yeah.
But then also,
That's why we allow it. Because you're like, oh, you're a lady with emotional stuff.
you're more thoughtful.
Yeah.
Oh yes, that.
Although I
is-
just get my friend socks. I'm pretty thoughtful.
You are. But here's the clinker. If you could learn, they have those, oh, this could be something. They have those self-defense classes for women where the guy pulls a knife out and they learn how to whatever. You have to now learn how to block the crying. That should be a class for men. Like somehow when a woman starts crying, you learn some moves to get out of it.
Like Tai Chi, but cry chi.
Cry Chi! Yes! Cry Chi! I love it. And,
She's like, oh. I'm like, ooh, your mother. Ooh.
woo!
Oh
That's
yeah,
great.
transferring the energy back.
Exactly.
Yes.
Flip it on them.
Yes.
What do you got?
We got something here.
We got
this
something.
is joke writing 102. It's always 101. I'm moving it up to 102.
These donuts are just staring at
I
us.
know. I feel like I'm on Weight Watchers.
And I've
here.
been on the road. I eat like shit every day because I'm on the
Yep.
road.
Well, we only come back to New York and drink daily.
It's the sound of our livers right now. What do you got?
Just Yahtzee. That's what I tell myself. All right. I'm trying to work on this whole get that thing away from me, you sick son of a bitch. Ah, God, I can't stop it.
Just a little bit. No, it's too much. That's funny. Yeah. That's,
You don't have to
good.
drink it.
Give it to Matt. Give it to
That
Matt.
to my dad.
Look, Matt's fucking. Matt doesn't drink. He's turned.
I know he's a dad. He's got to drive the school
You should,
bus.
you should have to pour that by going like this.
Woo, those kids are getting taken away. All right. Day drink. It's pretty
Divorce.
early.
This is a new Kramer versus Kramer. Look at him just drinking on a podcast during the day.
Yeah, this is horrible evidence for the court hearing. They got video footage of you in a Hawaiian shirt at 4 drinking a cocktail with the professional bartender on video.
The verdict.
I swear to God, I'm equipped to have kids. All right.
What do you got?
Having too much fun here. All right. Well, I feel like we really took that bit to the moon, so this one's fucked. But all right. I'm doing this whole bit about how much better looking, talk about generalizing, how much better women are looking than men. Like,
Oh my
I
God.
say women look better the more skin they're showing. Bikini, mini skirt, lingerie. Men look better the more covered up. Uniform, tuxedo, business suit. Then I got this whole thing about how a female strip club should be a man coming out naked and putting clothing on. And at the end, he's a fireman. And you're like, that's hot. Fireman is the hottest guy because they're literally covered in 4 inches of flame retardant Kevlar. Like, that's how far away from your body they are. How hot is that?
And they're covered in that because they're saving lives. Like, it's connected to being a hero, too.
Right. And
It's weird that a suit is heroic for men because a lot of them are just fucking monsters.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. They're stealing some old lady's money, but they're like, ooh, that guy's hot.
This is like a Seinfeldian bit here, kind of, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
well, I've been trying to write cleaner because I got a ton of sex stuff and racial and gay and trans, so I'm trying to get some clean stuff in because you gotta mix it up.
You got to. Yeah, I like it. I like a good clean joke.
So then I added your part in. This is why comedy is so fascinating. This is a 2-year-old bit, this new thing I'm putting in that I just sat on the shelf and now it's connecting to this and it's killing. So I say women don't even like men's bodies. Even a hairy chest they like because they rip the shirt off. They're like, thank God, more coverage. But the dildo is just the dick. Men go blow up doll, sexual. We want the whole thing. The dildo is just literally
I
just
love
the
this.
6 inches of plastic, and then 4. 4 inches of plastic. But that could be a fun little punchline in there. 6, 4. But yeah, so even the pleasuring, we use a blow up doll or a sex doll. They just use the dildo. So it's literally just as little of the man they can get, just the dick.
Interesting. Yeah, men have sex robots. Women are like, I want the robot. No, I want it to move, but I want it to be like, it's barely moving.
Right.
We still want you to moan and all that shit. Yeah, we want that. Women, it's moving, but it's just fucking vibrating.
It's just vibrating. Yeah, exactly.
Women have taken a feature from the phone. That's how little it's moving.
Right.
You're doing the same thing. Men are like, we want every part. Women are like, give me the same features when I get a missed call. That'll be good.
Yeah. They want that call. That's true. Yeah. So it's hitting now, and the strip club part is really doing well. Which
I had a thought about the strip club thing,
Please.
which
I need
was,
more on that.
When you go to a male strip club, they all come out as like cops, doctors,
Right.
firemen. Women love jobs.
Yeah.
I thought about that, but someone has that.
Oh,
I
did a Seinfeld bit today. I did.
well, you're on the right track.
But that means you're fucking. I mean, we were literally obsessed, so we know what's been done.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
that means your mind is in the right place, so Matt.
Great minds. But that's a great angle. But if that hadn't been done, I would definitely throw that in.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody has the jobs thing. It's so true. Women don't come out. They come out in a bikini or a bra. It's not
Right.
like accountant.
right.
You
Right.
know,
If anything, a
secretary.
job is going against what we want. We're like, when are we going to see you? When are we going to see
Yeah.
that ass?
Yeah, you're a flight attendant. I wanted to fuck. You're out in Bali or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, all right. So
That's why men like French maid, because you're like, she'll come to clean and she'll fucking
yeah,
let me fuck her.
and she doesn't speak the language.
As little connection as possible.
Yeah, exactly. That's funny.
There's something there.
All right. So I think we got some 2 hot bit, and that bit could be clean too. The crying thing, that's clean.
That's clean. I thought we were fighting fair. I think that'll hit.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like when you go up to fight a guy and then he stands up and he gets like 4 inches taller. You're like, well, I didn't know you had this. It's brass knuckle. She's using brass knuckles.
So you guys are drunk. I'm going to produce here. Do you have any spots you have to do?
Yeah. 3.
No, not spots. I mean ads.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Thank you, brother.
Who called it a
Good
spot?
job, Salicu Spots. All right. We Might Be Drunk is brought to you by Lucy Nicotine Gum. Oh, man, smoking, it's hard to quit. I used to smoke a pack a day when I was in 7th grade. And I'll tell you, Lucy is founded by Caltech scientists, former smokers who wanted to help people quit. They set out to create a better, cleaner nicotine alternative. 3 years of research and experimenting, and we made Lucy. A nicotine gum that actually tastes good. You can get it in wintergreen, cinnamon, pomegranate.
Wow.
I mean, shit, pomegranates, that's pretty fucking good right
Oh,
there.
yeah. High end.
Each has 4 milligrams of nicotine. Don't like gum? Check out their cherry ice lozenge.
Yes.
Fight a cold while fighting this bullshit. When you're craving a smoke, you just need a little something to satisfy the habit. So get Lucy so you're prepared. Subscribe to a monthly delivery so you'll always be ready. Mark, tell them how to do it.
You got that right. They're supporting this show, so go support them. Get 20% off all products, including gum or lozenges at lucy.co with code DRUNK. And who doesn't like a cigarette with some booze? So you're definitely going to need this. That's 20% off lucy.co and use promo code DRUNK at checkout. And here's the part the lawyers make us say. Warning, this product contains nicotine derived from tobacco. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. No duh. Get 20% off at Lucy, LUCY.co with promo code DRUNK. Get on it today. Woo. What an ep. Any parting words there, Sister Hazel?
Salacuse and I have been working on this project for a super long time. You're in it, brother. It's a
Who is in
documentary we made. Yeah, we got Colin Quinn in it, Dave Attell, Ray Romano, Sam
Wood.
J, Chris Red from SNL, Taylor
Volcano.
Tomlinson, literally
Ronnie Chang.
Ronnie
Sal
Chang, Sal Volcano from the Jokers, Bobby Kelly. There's so many of your favorite comics are in this. Joe List,
Yep.
Phil Hanley, Joe Mackey.
The trailer is out right now
Dina
on your
Hashem.
Twitter.
It's
right?
yeah, it's
And
on my
your
it's on my
YouTube page.
on my socials. You can see the trailer for this. It should come out early September. I don't see it taking longer than that. We got a piece right here. I'm proud of this. It's called Full Capacity. It'll be on my YouTube channel. Look out for that shit. And in the meantime, I'll be in Atlanta Punchline. I'll be at Millersville, Pennsylvania, Philly Helium. We got St. Louis Helium coming up. Springfield, Indianapolis, everything on samuel.com/shows. Look out for other dates.
Also,
Denver.
Stay tuned for the Patreon where we're going to talk mad shit about our documentary.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Easy, Sally.
Okay, we got Denver, Phoenix, fucking Chicago, everything, every city we're hitting. So samuel.com/shows. Mark, tell them what's up, dude.
Woo, babe, we're cooking. We're on a roll here. The pod's cooking. We're on the road. Docs are coming out. I got a Netflix coming out November 1st, half hour. We'll see how that goes. Albany Funny Bone this weekend. West Palm Beach Improv in Florida. Comedy Connection in Providence. Madison, Wisconsin. Comedy on State. Nashville. Zanies. Rochester, New York. Richmond Funny Bone got canceled. They're still not open yet because of COVID. Portland Helium. One of my faves. Laugh Boston. Brea in California. Vancouver in BC. New Orleans. Royal Oak, I'm right on your heels there. Atlanta, Buckhead Theater. So come on by, say hello, check out the pod, check out the Patreon. I mean,
Patreon.com/WeMightBeDrunkPod. Email us at WeMightBeDrunkPod@gmail.com. Gotham Studios killing it. The Barju killing it
Yes.
here. We got Salacuse. We got fucking Matt Peters running Gotham Studios killing it. This podcast is taking flight. You guys, tell your friends if you're loving this.
don't forget the big one. The Fat Cat Rye is on the way. We're pushing it. Don't worry. I know. I got my lawyer looking at the contract right now. I'm sure it's fine.
The
but you
Law
never know.
Jew, we call him.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of redundant, but yeah. But yeah. So check that out when that comes out. People keep saying, we need a t-shirt. We need a poster. No, we're saving all of it for the Rye. So good looking out. We love you, Alt Rye. And have a good night. Thanks, guys. Praise Allah.